Rosé is really well produced here, really across the board, and you get a real range of rosés, from sweeter rosés, darker color, to very light, very pale, bone dry, acid-driven rosés, and that range is fantastic because really there's something for everyone out there.
So there's lots of different ways to make a rosé, and there's lots of different grape varieties that we can use here in Nova Scotia.
Some people take white wine and add a little bit of red wine. That actually just gives you a nice color change. And some people take some of, when they're crushing the red grapes for making red wine, they bleed off or take off some of the juice, which is also light in color.
Traditionally, what it would be very quickly is that you treat red grapes in the same way that you would treat white grapes.
You take those red grapes, you put them in the press, you press the juice out, they pick up a little bit of color from their skins just in the pressing process, but then you ferment that juice and that gives you a rosé wine.
If you were to dissect a red grape, split it in half, what you would notice is that the color is only contained within the skins and the inside is colorless.
So you're doing very limited skin contact with the red grapes because that's where your color extraction, a lot of your phenolic, strong phenolic character comes from. So if you limit the amount of skin contact, whether that be through no crushing at all and doing whole berry cluster pressing,
your location on that scale or that spectrum is going to be directly proportional to the amount of maceration and skin contact.
Really what it comes down to is kind of the choice of the winemaker, the sort of the style of the winery, and ultimately crafting a wine that is still very Nova Scotian in nature, but takes into account the attributes and the production style that each winemaker chooses to employ. So compared to Nova Scotia white wines, you're going to find a little bit less acidity in this, but at the same time, it still drinks very much like a fresh white, but the flavor profile tends more towards red.
So Nova Scotia Rosé, I find, is very thirst quenching with its bright acidity from our growing climate. It pairs well with just about anything, from a bag of chips to a lobster sandwich. So you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, just about anything that goes with a summer day.